Welcome, everyone, to It's Time to Excel, where we inspire and we ignite the possibilities for small business owners to make sure they excel in their business. And of course, I'm a little bit early today because this is week. And of course, on our second week, we always have our virtual lunch and learn. I'd love to invite you over to that. Vic, it's going to be on Microsoft Excel. So I thought I'd hop on here a little bit early and kind of talk a little some of the benefits that using Microsoft Excel business or even in your personal, uh, it's cool. There's several different options. I have clients that use it to track some customers, keep contact information in one place. I have clients who use it to do some number crunching on their budget. There's a lot of options for Microsoft Excel, and I have been very blessed to have been able to use this product for a very long time. We're not going to say how many years. Nope, not going to happen. Don't particularly care to date myself, but we have that opportunity. But Microsoft Excel is pretty cool. So I'm going to share a few tips today just to kind of say, okay, get you thinking a little bit. So what can Microsoft Excel, why use it? What kind of tool this is? So basically, Microsoft Excel is simply a spreadsheet. And in other words, it's a great number cruncher. So if you want to take out the manual process of adding and subtracting numbers, this is a great tool for you, but it's more than just that. I kind of alluded to one of the first benefits. I'm going to share 7 of them with you in the next few minutes, and then I'm going to invite you over to our virtual lunch and learn, where we have an opportunity where we're going to actually dig into Microsoft Excel together and see what we can learn and what kind of fun we can have over there and test out a few theories as we're going. So one of those benefits I mentioned was to store data. And what do I mean by that? Let's say you have a contact list, you have a mailing list. I often used it for my Christmas card list, where I had all of my person's information, their name, their address, all of that lovely information, and I could download into a label very quickly so I could run my Christmas cards off. I just ran labels, popped them on, kicked them out. You can run them straight to the envelopes. There's a lot of tools there. So it's a great way to store data. That's just one of the things that I used it for personally. And I still have a lot of clients that that's a great way. You go get business cards, you get their contact information there. It's at your fingertips. So you have it one place instead of sticky notes or business cards thrown all over the kitchen, the floor, et cetera, et cetera. So that's one of the great things that it can do. And with the web these days, you actually can share Microsoft Excel. So if you need to share some of that information with, say, an admin or a partner or something of that nature, it's very easy to do in Microsoft Excel now with the cloud-based version. Another thing, of course, which is the biggest reason that I really feel that Microsoft Excel has always been my second language, as some people call it, is it performs calculations. So what does that mean? It means I can go ahead and I can add up all of my expenses for one month with a formula or a function that says, give me this list. And if I realize that I typed something in wrong, maybe in line 2 or 3, I can just update it. And guess what? My bottom line formula automatically updates. So it allows me to do these calculations very, very quickly and effectively. And that's a big plus for Microsoft Excel. I use it to do my budget, and I recommend that when I'm working with my clients to say, okay, let's take a look at this. And we go ahead and here's my income for the month. Fabulous. How much of that income are you planning on spending? Because you know what? I always talk about a budget. It's just a 4-letter word. It's just a plan. So why not plan a little bit and say, okay, we've got some income that's here. What do I need to bump out? Is it 10%? Is it 15%? Well, I don't want to have to calculate that all the time. I can use Microsoft Excel to assign those formulas and make it very, very easy. So that is another benefit of Microsoft Excel. In addition to that, it's very good about analyzing a lot of data. When I was in corporate, it was nothing for me to data dump about 80,000, yeah, I did say it, 80,000 line items. And I was able to convert that into what they call these pivot tables, which I know I'm talking Greek right now, but it was a way to summarize that data into something I could use going forward. So that is another benefit of Microsoft Excel. It allows you to take large volumes of data from, say, another program, because this happened to be the payroll program that I was working with. I would data dump a specific payroll for a certain time frame. And it was nothing for us to have 80,000 lines of data to sift through. I don't know about you, but I wasn't doing too good going down through those. But I could use Microsoft Excel to summarize that and be able to then make better decisions. I could even create reports. I could take it one further step. So that was an option that we can, which of course leads us into that next benefit is being able to run reports. So I was allowed to summarize that and actually have things at my fingertips. It works great when you're doing. So what about your sales for the month? You can actually create a summary report that says, here's my sales for the year, based upon the individual information, say maybe behind it in a different tab. These are some of the things that you can do in Microsoft Excel that are not that complicated. They seem a little overwhelming, but they don't have to be. The other thing that Microsoft Excel is known for is its ability to take all of those crazy numbers and put it in a picture, or otherwise known as a chart. So it allows folks to quickly visualize a lot of data quickly and make sense of it in a picture. And how much easier is it to see a graph of something, to know exactly how much of maybe your expenses go to professional development, go to payroll, go to you, go to whatever. You can see in a circle sometimes pie charts are that's one of the most common things. It takes the circle, divides it up into these little cool colors and tells you exactly, so you can see visually very quickly how much you're spending and where, so you can make better decisions. In addition to that, there's one other benefit that I want to mention, and that benefit is there's a lot of downloadable templates. So if you're really not sure how to build it, Microsoft Excel has already put together a lot of preloaded templates that you have access to, and if that's not enough within Excel with the cloud-based version, there's even more. So there's all these templates to give you a starting point. So if you're not really sure how to start it from scratch, you don't have to. You can actually utilize some of those templates and get started. So I think you would agree that there are many benefits to Microsoft Excel. And that's why this month we are focusing in on Microsoft Excel and how it can assist you in organizing and managing your business. So by doing that, it's allowing us to go ahead and have data at our fingertips. It's allowing us to perform calculations. And sometimes they can be complicated, but we're not going to start there today. So don't worry about that. But I want you to see what could be, what options are out there, so you can start thinking how Excel can actually help you. And if you can come over and join us into our virtual lunch and learn, that would be fabulous, because we're actually going to demo through some of that. How can it be effective for you? And I'm going to help walk through that with you. So all depending on how the class and who's all there is what we're going to learn today. So I've got a few things that I'm going to get started with, and then depending on who's there, this thing will morph into whatever's best for you, because that's always what I like to do. I like to make sure that you take benefit from this, and I want you to walk away, and if you have Excel on your computer, I want you to be able to use it, at least in a more efficient way than what you did before you came to the Lunch and Learn. Of course, that analysis is huge. You can take this large volume of data and actually see what's going on it. You can actually take that data and turn it into pictures. So all of these things are available at your fingertips. And all too often, you're only using 5% of what the application of the software is capable of. I want you at least to bump that number triple. And I know we can do it. So keeping that in mind, just wanted to share a couple little tips that why Microsoft Excel would be a good tool in your tool belt. Because this, of course, is it's time to excel. And I've got about 1 minute till we are jumping over to our virtual lunch and learn. I have put that link in the chat. I encourage you to go. If that does not work, you can always get the link from excelwithme123.com on my events page. And I look forward to seeing you in just a few minutes. In the meantime, remember, let's inspire and ignite the possibilities that are all around us, because it is your time to excel. Have a wonderful day. Jump on over and join us for our virtual lunch and learn. Have a good one.